Yo, what's up YouTube, and welcome back to some more Factorio. So, what we got going on today is... What do we got going on today, actually? So we connected our sodium hydroxide from our sorter down here that's coming from our wastewater products. And we've added some logic to the belts here so that essentially this belt coming from our chlorine system gets shut off if there's any sodium hydroxide on this belt here. So we're dumping from our sorter into our aluminum system before we dump from this side. That way our sorter doesn't back up with sodium hydroxide. Yeah, so what you need is you need to connect two belts by a logic wire, and you need to set the one that you want to empty first to read belt contents and then hold on the content read mode. And then over here, you just set it like you normally would for anything else. So I have less than one sodium hydroxide. So if there's less than one sodium hydroxide on this belt here, then this belt will kick on and let more through. And pretty much the only other thing I've been working on is my plate smelt, as you can see here. So we've got a lot of this set up how we want it. Yeah, so basically I'm just going to be lining furnaces like this for each recipe. And if you're not sure how many recipes there are, you can come over here and search for but yeah, you can search in the research for molten, and it'll bring up all the molten recipes, which is what the induction furnaces are making, right? They're smelting the ingots into molten. So yeah, iron has 5 recipes. Steel actually has 5 as well, but I don't have 2 of them researched. But like I said, you can come into the research tree and search for molten, and then you can see how many furnaces you'll actually need. Here I've got copper set up. We've just got 2 for that. Here we have something I haven't done yet, which is smelting into coils. Well, we still smelt into molten, but then the molten is turned into coils, which is basically just the wire. So like copper wire or tin copper wire in this case. Just a condensed form of the wire. So instead of taking one plate, we can take one copper plate, turn it into two copper cables. Instead of doing that recipe, we can take we can take 4 copper wire coils and make 16 cables. So we can supply a lot more cables that way, a lot easier. We also have the tin copper wire going for that, which needs a mixture of molten copper and molten tin. Yeah, I've set it next to the copper line so I can pull molten off of that line. And then I've added another furnace setup on the end here for tin. That's as far as I've gotten. So we've got a bunch of other induction furnaces we'll have to set up, but for now this is how I plan on doing things. So I'm gonna create things like components that I use a lot of. I'm gonna create that directly off the furnaces. So in this case, we're making copper wire and tin copper wire, and over here we're making steel gear wheels. We're gonna need a lot of those. So I've got the line feeding directly from the plate storage here. Same with the iron gear wheels. But yeah, so this is how I'm gonna set up the production here. So I've got the crawler robo hub here, which is where I put my cargo robots in so they can carry everything, right? So I've currently got 300 in there. Looks like they can hold 350 of a maximum. They can also put repair packs in here and they can go repair things, but they're not gonna really need to be doing that. And then let's take a look at this first. So basically this is going to be how I produce something. This is the entire system for one thing, right? So I can just plop that down. I can make whatever's in the assembly machine, like, I don't know, inserters, right? And then I can go to this requester chest, and I can set the requester chest to have everything that an inserter needs. So I come here and I say, make me an inserter. So what do I need to make an inserter? I need gear wheels, plates, and basic circuit boards. So I could come to this logic requester. I could say request plates, request gear wheels, and I can do that for everything, and these bots are going to go to wherever they're stored, and then they're going to it looks like if you remove the chest mid delivery, they just kind of freeze, which is funny. And then everything that has been created is going to be stored in a passive provider chest, so the logic robots always have access to it, so I can always make anything basically. And I've got this already pre-set up. So I've got 8 assemblers here, so we can make 8 different things with this particular setup. And I've got it just lined in the middle with chargers, because we're gonna have a lot of robots flying around. Each one of these chargers can only charge 2 robots, I think. So I can just plop these down here. We could probably fit 2. Oh well, we can't forget about this warehouse here. So we're connected up here with logic zone expanders next to our silos. So we'll always have access to anything we're storing near the silo, such as gear wheels or whatever. And then I can come over here and say, let's just start making some base things, right? Some things that I know I'm going to need. So we'll come over here, we'll say iron sticks. Sure, I know things use some iron sticks. So we're going to go to the requester chest. Let's see, how many of these do we want to hold? So we want enough plates stored in this requester chest to make a full stack of iron sticks. So it takes 2 iron sticks. It's made out of 1 iron plate. So we only need to store 50 iron plates in here at a time. That way, if the bots come and take a stack of this stuff, then we'll already have enough plates stored in this chest to make an entire new stack, right? I might have to adjust these later on, but I think this should probably be fine. I guess their cargo size is actually too big to bring just 50, so let's see, what else can we make that we know we're going to need? Iron pipes, all right. I guess anything made of like just iron, we should probably put close to the iron pipes. What's happening here? Oh yeah, I forgot. The biters have been sort of threatening me on the top side there, so let's go add some gun turrets or some laser turrets or whatever. It looks like they destroyed some turrets right there, so.
2 very boring minutes later.
There we go. We've beefed up the defense up here with a bunch of laser turrets and things, so I think we should probably be okay up here now. They are kind of getting hit with pollution pretty hard, but you know what, it's all right. Yeah, we're getting surrounded, man. This side has actually not been hit at all, but I guess they're not really getting touched. Same with the bottom, which is really nice because I don't have tons of defense over here. I mean, I guess I did beef this up a little, but yeah. Anyway, our wall is looking amazing. Trump would be proud right now. I know that. Look at this. We've got a rare occurrence to see them. Okay, well.
I got you good.
All right, back to business at hand. Let's see. Where were we? Oh yeah, we were setting up the production for a lot of these things. What else do we need just iron for? I suppose we can make the basic splitter stuffs. Because we're going to need basic splitters for... Well, we're going to need all the basic belts for the upgraded belts, right? You have to start with the basic to work your way up. Oh, one other thing I need to do is actually split my wood line off and bring it down because, well, we don't need wood, right, in the system. And where do I want to do it? I can kind of just put it anywhere. It doesn't really matter where, as long as it's in the logistics zone, right? And into a passive provider chest, and we'll lock off. We'll just leave 1 stack. Because it'll stack up to 1,000, right? Because of the mod. So that's 1,000 wood we're going to have in there, which is probably plenty. One thing I didn't think about in this system is actually stone. Currently, all my crushed stone is being devoted to my power over here, which, well, the flotation cells aren't running because I've cut these lines, but we're going to need to pull crushed stone off somewhere and run it into some furnaces to make some stone. And then we're going to need like a stone line as well, probably up here because, well, I don't really have room down here anymore, right? So we're going to need a stone line on our bus up top here so we can pull... Well, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not going to need this giant ingot bus. You know what? It's fine. It's not hurting anything. It's just taking up more space than I probably need to use for it. Because it's not like the old system. We're planning on having just like 1 production area, and I guess if we need more furnaces, then we could slap them on the end. We can just extend our belts, but other than that, there's really no need to have this much space in between the belts, and yeah, it's just taking up a lot more space than it needs to. But anyway, I don't have stone over here, so I'll probably split my crushed stone line over here, and then maybe just make stone locally, and then run it down to a chest over here so I can have stone available, because a lot of the beginning components for belts and things take stone, right? Like the basic undergrounds, basic splitters. I guess basic splitters don't take stone. But there's other things that take stone as well. We're also going to need stone over here to smelt into stone blocks for various things. So, yep, a lot of stuff. Oh, you know what? Oh, there's quite a few other things that we can make. So let's make some wooden boards here. We say this pole, this pole, this pole. So yeah, anyway, I'm just going to go through and kind of set these up for various components that I know I'm going to need. And then we'll come back after I've got some of them set up.
1 week later.
All right, we back. And as you can see, I haven't really done too much. It's actually like a week later or something. I'm not sure exactly when I recorded the last one. Anyway, I'm kind of busy, don't really have time to edit videos at the moment because my dad's visiting from out of state, and we're doing this month-long camping thing. So we plopped a tent up in the woods. We're gonna be camping for a month, and I just came back to get supplies basically, and I wanted to post this video. I already had the first part of this video recorded and edited and ready, but there's not going to be a second part because, like I said, I'm going to be going camping. But look how beautiful it is up in the mountains here. Holy cow. Like, who wouldn't want to be up here? And this one, holy cow. Like this, the camera does not do this picture justice. The colors here are so much more varied than the camera actually shows. It's incredibly beautiful. Anyway, it's getting pretty cold too, so I had to bundle up a bunch. And oh man, we got this badass tent. It's got this wood burning stove in it, and it heats the whole damn tent up so well. It's nice. It's really nice. And yeah, it's just like a 12 by 12 tent. It's got like a structural pipe frame and like a canvas cover. It's pretty dope. Pretty dank, man. Anyway, I'm enjoying myself thoroughly up there. And yeah, this is probably going to be the last episode in this series because, like I said, I'm going to be gone for like a month camping. So I'm not going to have, I don't even have internet access up there. So yeah, anyway, it's been fun. I hope, you know, if I come back and I might have an itch to play some more Factorio. And if I do, then I'll pop another episode up. But that's going to be a couple weeks, you know, at the very minimum. Anyway, thank you for watching this series and this episode. And I hope you guys enjoyed it all. And I will see you in the next one.